Hi, my name's Tom. This is part two of my Wood Elf Project vlog video thing. I hope you enjoy it. I'm just logging the progress that I'd make on my Wood Elf army, as you would expect in a project vlog, I guess. I'm new to this, bear with me. But yeah, I hope you enjoy what I've done. It probably makes sense if you've not watched the last video. There's not much going on. Um, I'm just painting some fucking little fellas. Um, and it's cool. Yeah, enjoy. So I forgot that I got some war dancers on eBay, and this is having a look at scrubbing them up. They've had a few soaks, a few scrubs. I've got most of the paint off, but there's still some deep crevice business that, to be honest, I don't think is going to come off anytime soon. I've been going in and you can pick bits out, scrape some of the deeper parts out. But I'm hoping once there's a bit of spray on, they should be fine. But I do want to get as much as I can off. So I might leave them for a bit longer. Give them a couple more days. Leave them over Christmas. It's Christmas Eve when I'm recording this. So yeah, I can give them a couple more days. Try and just get some of that deep stuff off, like in the hair. Like again, there's enough of the texture showing that I think a light spray, shouldn't hurt it too much, and I should just be able to paint on top of that without too much issue. But the cleaner the better, right? So yeah, let's come back and see how they're doing in a bit. For my war dancers, I needed a few of these shields. So 5 of the guys have the little like buckle for these old school shields. There was one came with the eBay bundle, but I didn't want to buy more because I've already spent a little bit too much. So I just made some press modes, air press mode, and it worked out really well. They needed a little bit of cleaning up, but I think they've come out real crisp, and they'll look nice once they're painted up. So I just wanted to show how I made that mold because I've been really happy with how it came out. And yeah, so I made this. The trick for it was this little press. My mum dropped off. My mum's moving house, so she dumped all my childhood Lego and her childhood Lego from the 70s, and that was exactly what I needed to make this little press. So I've got a shield that I sculpted. Well, I sculpted the design on the shield a while ago for my Avalander unit. And I don't have a mold for this at the moment, so let's make a mold. I've got some boiling water and my squidgy business in here, so I'm just going to press that in, and then I can use this, and that's just going to help me apply nice even pressure to get a good fit on that mold. So I'll just give that a second to do its thing, but pretty instantly, it's set up, and okay, so last time it came out a lot a lot easier than this. I'm gonna have to take the sides off to get this out. So I'm gonna do that off camera rather than embarrassingly pull apart Lego pieces on camera for like however long that would take me. So in a second. Okay, it was surprisingly easy. That didn't take long. But you can see there the mode. So I'm just going to grab some of my dirty ass paint water and just pop it in there, and that's just going to help that harden up nice and quick. So yeah, that's how I've made my modes. Really nice and easy. Um, and then I've just been filling that up with whatever putty of your choice. Mine at the moment, oh, is the Procreate Sculpey. It's very nice, very easy to work with. But yeah, modes easy. This game changer. But yeah, hopefully it'll be looking sweet when I get some shields and the war dancers all sorted. So it's been a good while. This little bit of Sculpey is nice and dry, pops out real easy. It's taken the design on really nicely. I put in a little thin maybe. It's not up to stopping much maybe, but it looks really cool. And being able to batch out a full unit's worth of unique shields is just really cool. Like, it can be the thing that gives a unit a ton of character and a ton of flavour. So I can definitely recommend getting some Oimaru or some blue stuff, whatever you want to call it, and having a bit of both play around with it makes them cool. Okay, so the war dancers are out of the butter tub. There is still a layer of deep-seated pattern on there. I've done a few models like this before that have had that sort of level, and once a spray is on, the level of DL is fine as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure there's some people that'd be a bit more fussy about it, but for my models, they're gonna look cool, and I've got the thick of it off, and it's a really cool assorted motley crew of models. I believe a chunk of them are actual war dancers. Exactly what edition I'm not sure. 1987. Some of them are miscellaneous elf. He's one of my favourites. I really like that stance that is mirrored. Oh, the shields are popping off. That is mirrored in this one. I like these two. Yeah, it's a cool mix. So war dancers, miscellaneous elves, all really cool. Some great vibes. Got my chainmail pantaloons, but no tops. Love this guy's haircut. Very cool. Very old school fantasy. You know, he looks quite distinct from some wood elves. So I'm excited to paint these. And then the champion. So I don't think this is a war dancer, or maybe it was a war dancer at some point, but I believe it's originally the champion from Scarlock's Wood Elf Archers, which was one of the old regiments of renown. But yeah, he's a really cool model, like perfect wood elf, perfect war dancer champion. Sorry, if that's not what he was intended to be. He's a perfect fitter from. The war gear isn't perfect in the rulebook. They're all like two hand weapons. But these just have a mix. But like whatever, like it'll look cool. I've got some bases sorted for them. I made some slotters for this guy because I like keeping the tabs on where I can. So for those guys, I made them, and then I had to carve out some bases for some of the little ones. Ugh. It's probably not his base. Some of them are quite specific. But yeah, it's a really cool little unit. Nice addition to the archers. So now I have the archers, the war dancers. I have a character, another character perhaps. And then that's a really nice starting point. I feel from there I want to maybe look at getting one more unit of fellas. Exactly what that is, I'm not sure. And then I maybe want. Well, I say I maybe want. I definitely want a tree man of some variety. It'd be insane not to. But yeah, I'm excited to have a bit of a play around from there. I feel like I'm at a nice starting point with the army. But I need to stay dedicated to getting some units painted before I carry on, which we all know is not going to happen at all. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so I'd said the next step was to do some test models, and I've managed to make a start on one, and I got a bit carried away and wrapped up the other. So first off, I've got my test model for my archers. This is the monopose plastic. I'm really happy with how this scheme's looking so far. I was struck between purple and orange for my basics, so I decided why not both with these guys. Over the unit, I'll do a bit of a mix. So some guys will have purple robes, purple cloaks, and then orange for the pantaloons and bits and bobs. And we'll just mix that up and make it look cool. I love the striped trousers look for Wood Elves. Carrie, I hope I pronounced that right, and of Colty on Instagram, will pop up some of their Wood Elves, have been one of the big inspirations for this project. I want to try and find my own middle ground of style between somewhere between their work and the Goblin Green core. Yeah, I think it's a really cool look, and I wanna do my own thing with that. Oh god. So that inauspiciously brings me to my other test model. So this is my miscellaneous character at the moment. Maybe a mage, maybe a beastmaster, but I'm really stoked with how she came out. The like sheer purple fabric, I think looks nice. I'm really happy with how her skin tone came out. The sculpt is a bit lopsided on one side, but I'm absolutely in love with the sculpt. It's an Alan Perry, and a shout out to Fata Buna for giving me the Wood Elf education, specifically with this model. But yeah, I'm absolutely stoked with the finished job. I'll put some pictures up as well. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to edit this. Hopefully you can see the details quite nicely. If not, let me know, and I'll figure out some other stuff. I'm getting used to what works well for filming and not. But yeah, as a start for my characters, I think this is a really cool shout. She's going to look really nice running around on her own or attached to a unit. Maybe with some big cats. I've been looking at big cats on eBay, but they are quite expensive. So we'll see what's going to be best. But yeah, my two test models. Really happy with how they're looking and what it means for. Oh god, what it means. I'd rather her not fall over. That'd be great. And what that means for the army moving forward. I think it's in a cool place, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. Some of the units I've got next. I need to make a start painting. I've got quite a chunk of boys now that I need to make starting some inroads on the units, and then I can start getting a bit fruitier, I think. So yeah, this is the starting point, reared up. We're going free cam, so forgive me if we're a bit bumpy. I'll do my best. But yeah, that's the starting point. It's really cool. I'm really excited about it. I can see a lot looking really nice alongside these two units. Yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, thank you. If you've watched both videos, thank you very much. If there's anything you think I could be doing better, give me a shout. And yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, have a nice time. See you later.